Oh, the smoke is coming. The smoke is coming tonight, baby. Y'all better be ready. I don't care what you call it. I don't care what you call it. I don't care what the excuses are. I'm done caring. I'm done caring. I don't want to hear no excuses for nobody. I don't want to hear no excuses for nobody. A duck is a duck. It is what it is. Let this intro ride out right quick. A duck is 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 a duck. Let's go. Let's go. Out here ducking phase nowadays. Ain't enough being said about it. Everybody get excused. You know what? You know what? It's time to cut the music. It's time to cut the music. It's time to cut the music. Smash that like button on your way in, guys. Smash that like button for your boy. What's going on? This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. And listen, guys, I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm not going to be on here long, but I'm going to be on here strong, though. I'm not going to be on here long. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all now, I'm not going to take up too much of your night because your time, you don't get that back. You don't get that back. You don't get that time back. You don't get that time back, so I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Running Rini, what's popping? My dude, Brian Williams, the newest and the truest moderator for No Filter MMA, man. I appreciate you being in here, bro. I appreciate you being in here, man. But I just can't let this stuff go on the way it was going on. I just can't let it go on the way it was going on, guys. You know, like I told you, I tried to be a less controversial version of myself, guys, for about the past 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like working with Bloody Canvas and, you know what I'm saying? Like doing this and being featured on other podcasts. You know what I'm saying? It tamed No Filter MMA. It tamed me. You know what I'm saying? It tamed me. I'm done being tamed. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm done being tamed. I'm going back to the roots of No Filter MMA. And that's putting the shit out there as black and white as I see it. Putting the shit out there black and white. Black and white, that's all that matters. Black and white. Is it this or is it this? I don't want to hear the in-betweens. Is it this or is it this? Did they duck the fade? Listen, Coach smoked them out. Coach smoked them out. Now it's time for me to take the baseball bat and knock them out of the park. You know what I'm saying? I got to take that bat and I got to knock them out of the park. Let me check these comment section. This comment section, man. Combo said, you ain't going to be long because you don't want this work. Oh, boy. Okay, let's go. Running Rini, I'm at work listening. Hello, Rini, what's popping? One of my most loyal subscribers is Running Rini. Marcus Bell says, salute No Filter MMA. Marcus Bell, the very first moderator of No Filter MMA. What's popping? Marcus Bell says, hey, Running Rini, come on, forget controversy. Let's bring facts. Let's bring facts, Combo. Oh, I love this shit right here. Oh, let's go. Okay. I know y'all see your screen up here. You know what I'm saying? I put these graphics on the screen for a reason, guys. There is a reason that the Julianas are in the middle. There's a reason that the Julianas are in the middle. There's a reason that Antonina Shevchenko Andrea KGB Lee and Macy Bar. It should be more on that side, but I couldn't think at the moment. And you know, I need to put Michelle Waterson on that side too, because that's the biggest. Anyway, I should put Michelle Waterson on that side over there. But on the other side, you got King Casey O'Neill. You got Carla Esparza. You got Jessica Andrade. You got Jennifer Maya. You got Jillian Robertson. I know you guys probably wondering, what do those fighters have in common? The fighters on each side of the Julianas, you know what I'm saying? The real females, the real fighters that's about that life. You know what I'm saying? The real ones about that life. You know what I'm saying? What's the division here? Can somebody in the comment section please tell me why said fighters are on the left side, said fighters are on the right side, and the Julianas are in the middle? Does anybody know before I get into this? Does anybody? Two B's. I'm gonna have to make 2Bs a moderator. I'm just gonna have to make 2Bs a moderator. 2Bs, drop another comment. You're a moderator, bro. 2Bs. Does anybody know? Dogs versus not so much dogs. 2Bs. Okay, that's a really good analysis of why these fighters are separated by the Julianas. You know what I'm saying? It's something about that name Juliana. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something about that name Juliana. Well, why? No, that's not why they're separated like that. You know what I'm saying? That's not why they're separated like that. Y'all, we got fade takers on the left side, and we got fade duckers on the right side. It is what it is. It is. Brian Williams, no, sir. That's not right. No, that's not right. That's not right. You got fade takers on the left side, and you got fade duckers on the right side. And right smack in the middle are the ones who called a shot. The ones in the middle. No, I'm not hating on Manon. I'm not hating on Manon Fiorot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on Manon. I didn't even put Manon's photo up here, but I need to put Manon's photo up here. I need to put Manon's photo up here. That's the photo that I forgot. Let's see. That's the photo that I forgot to put up here on the screen. That's the photo that I forgot to put on the screen, guys. No. Manon, you kind of in the middle. I'm gonna have to put Manon like right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to put Manon like right there, y'all. I'm sorry, but I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do what Running Reedy. I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I gotta call it like I see it. I didn't mean to not put Manon's photo up there. I was trying to hit this 8:00 deadline, guys. I was trying to get on by 8:00. I was trying to get on it by 8:00, guys. But I'm gonna have to put Manon right where she at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 3 minutes in, already a smile from ear to ear. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, 2Bs. I gotta call shit like it is. It's time to stop dancing around what these fighters do. It's time to stop dancing around it, and it's time to say what it is. Manon dug her own grave in this interview with James Lynch. Everybody was talking about this James Lynch interview. Manon Fiorot dug her own grave. She dug her own grave. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to Manon digging her own grave, guys. And there's a couple of things. If you watch the video that I put out earlier today, guys, then that kind of gives you like a nice little foreshadow. You know, it is what it is. You get a nice little foreshadow to what's going on. But I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm here to tell you. I'm here. No Filter MMA is here to tell you. Now, before I say this, Manon is in my quadruple threat. She is solidly planted in my triple threat. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not taking her out of my quadruple threat. But Manon, Katlyn Chookagian did not duck Manon. I just have to put that out there. I understand this fight is going on, but y'all accused Katlyn Chookagian of ducking Manon Fiorot, and that's why the fight didn't happen the first time. Y'all said that Chookagian wanted to fight Alexa Grasso, and that she didn't want to fight Manon. That was the narrative. That she did not want to fight Manon Fiorot. That was you have to put that respect on Katlyn Chookagian's name. No. I'm not putting on the hold on combo. Hold on combo. But I'm just saying that everybody was jumping on the Caitlyn Chukagian is ducking Manon train. Everybody jumped on that train. Everybody jumped on that train. Caitlyn Chukagian, she ducking smoke. She don't want to fight Manon Fiorot. Listen, tell the truth. What's up? What's up, Stamina? Y'all know that was what the story was. The story was that Manon Fiorot was that Caitlyn Chukagian was ducking that fade with Manon Fiorot. Y'all know it. 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 So here we go. Months later. Listen to everyone reading. Months later. No. I'm not. I don't need to use Manon's name to make Jillian Robertson look good. Jillian Robertson's fights make her look good. So I don't have to. I don't have to do that. I'm not. There's a reason Jillian Robertson is on here in comparison to somebody on the other side of the screen. So it is what it is. But I'm putting Manon in this box with Caitlyn Chukagian. Now let's talk. We're talking the Manon Chukagian saga. We're talking the Manon Chukagian saga. Okay. And the first, and when that fight was supposed to happen, and the reason it didn't happen, for whatever reasons that was out back then, that fight didn't happen, everybody took it upon themselves to jump on the Caitlyn Chukagian duck Manon Fiorot train. I'm not taking nothing else from it because I was sitting here thinking it does not make sense. It does not make sense for Caitlyn Chukagian to duck Manon Fiorot. What does Caitlyn Chukagian? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get that Manon's in my quadruple threat, but I gotta be realistic here. When have we ever seen Caitlyn Chukagian scared of smoke? We ain't never seen Chukagian. Now she may look scared once she get in there with somebody. That's different. You know what I'm saying? Somebody may make Chukagian look scared, but Caitlyn Chukagian ain't scared of nobody. She's fought the best of the best at 125 pounds. You know what I'm saying? She fought Valentina. She fought Jessica Andrade. She fought Lauren Murphy. She fought Jennifer Maia twice. I mean, Caitlyn Chukagian has no reason to fear anybody at 125 pounds. You know what I'm saying? She beat Viviane Araujo. These wild cards that they throw at Caitlyn Chukagian. You know what I'm saying? It's just. I gotta take a sip of my water, y'all. Okay, so let me look at these comments. Yeah, Colostrum says, yeah, I don't even like Chukagian, but the truth is the truth. Manon pulled out. I mean, Colostrum. They dogged Caitlyn Chukagian's name for this fight not happening. Listen, I don't care what the reasons were. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reasons for why the fight didn't happen are one thing. You know what I'm saying? But to disregard those reasons and come to a conclusion that Caitlyn Chukagian was the one who said, no, I'd rather fight Amanda Ebas. Guys, that's not right. That's not accurate. Manon Fiorot was the one who pulled out of the fight with Caitlyn Chukagian. And Manon told us that she answered that question, a very direct question from James Lynch. James Lynch said, how come the fight with Caitlyn Chukagian never went down the first time? And Manon said, I didn't have a long enough training camp. Now stop it. Now, wait a minute, Marcus Bell. Let's not go down that road, buddy. Let's not go down that road. Me and Combo already had that conversation. We're not going to talk about confusing injuries for ducks because if I'm not mistaken, Marcus Bell, you were back in Combo when he was saying that Manon Fiorot was a better fighter than Casey O'Neill because of where she is right now, and Casey O'Neill is sidelined. So if you can't confuse opportunity, you can't listen, you can't differentiate, you know what I'm saying, ducking and injuries if you can't differentiate opportunity versus injury. If you can't differentiate ducking and injury, how come you can't differentiate injury versus opportunity? Stop it, Marcus Bell. Stop it. I'm not yelling. I'm just animated right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just animated right now. You know, according to whom, Marcus Bell? According to whom? You know what I'm saying? No, maybe you need to stop mistaking injuries for ducks. You know what I'm saying? But Manon felt she wasn't prepared enough to fight Katlyn Chookagian, and that, my friend, smells like a duck. That smells like a duck. That smells like a duck. That smells like a duck. Y'all tore Alexa Grasso. Oh my God, poor Alexa Grasso. Y'all tore Alexa Grasso to shreds. Y'all put Alexa Grasso in that meat grinder and y'all turned it on high. You turned it on high. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys. Sorry. Yeah. So y'all put Alexa Grasso in that meat grinder, and you have been grinding Alexa Grasso to death. You know what I'm saying? There's a part two to this Manon saga. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely a part two to this Manon saga. You know what I'm saying? But right now, Alexa Grasso. Let's talk about Alexa Grasso. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tore Alexa Grasso to shreds. Y'all tore my girl to shreds. You know what I'm saying? Claiming that she ducked Manon Fiorot. You know what I'm saying? Claiming she ducked the beast Manon Fiorot. For whatever reasons, the reasons don't matter, you know, unless it's injury. And as far as I'm talking about, there was no injury in the first matchup with Katlyn Chookagian and Manon Fiorot. There was no injury involved. There was no injury involved, guys. Y'all blame Antonina on injury. y'all blame Antonina ducking Jillian Robinson on an injury. We're not gonna play this injury game. We're not gonna use injuries to one fighter's detriment and another fighter's, you know what I'm saying, progression. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, y'all. Let's not do that today. That's not 1 minute, oh, injury. Oh, this fight, my favorite fighter couldn't do this because of injury. But then, oh, no, she didn't duck. Come on. Casey O'Neill. Casey O'Neill, her injury has nothing to do with her not being ranked higher or being in the same position that Manon's in. You know what I'm saying? But Manon's injury stopped her from fighting Katlyn Chookagian, though. Oh, Antonina's injury stopped her from fighting Jillian Robinson. Lies, guys, lies, lies. Okay, won't call a fighter a duck. Well, you know how I feel about the duck situation. Everyone's good at calling people ducks, but most will never sign a contract to fight someone. True. Me personally, until I sign to fight someone, I won't call a fighter a duck. Listen, listen, listen. Listen. I'm not out here trying to be something I'm not, but I'm gonna tell you this though. You know what I'm saying? I come from a combat sport. If you want to call wrestling a combat sports, it ain't no fear in my heart whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no fear in my heart. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know it's just words. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you can, oh well, BJ said this and that. Yeah, you can say what you want to, but you know what I'm saying, when it comes to more than that, you know what I'm saying, your boy ain't got no fear in him when it comes to eating. I don't care what you got. I don't care what kind of training you got. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? That's how I'm able to say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's on a live stream, whether it's in person, I say what I want to say because I know I'm not scared to get down and dirty with it. So, you know, it just is what it is. You know, if you pay attention, if you ever see pictures of me and you pay attention, there's a lot of battle scars on this face, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of battle scars on this face. So, you know what I'm saying? I hide it a lot in pictures, but there's a lot of battle scars on his face. So your boy right here ain't scared. I can call whoever whatever I want to call him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna put it like that. So I'm just gonna throw that out there, and I'm gonna keep moving, Mister Two Beast. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Hit the like button, Running Reedy. That's right. That's right. I agree, but it's not fair for people to say Chookagian pulled out when in fact she didn't. Colostrum. Why is everybody dancing around that right there? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Colostrum. Why is everybody ducking and dodging around that right there? Y'all, I don't care about the rest of it, guys. Like, the rest of why the fight didn't happen, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that bullshit. Okay, what I care about is the fact that Katlyn Chookagian was drugged through a meat grinder. You know what I'm saying? As she often is. What more can you ask for out of a fighter like Katlyn Chookagian? That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to understand why Chookagian gets so much, gets the level of hate that she gets. And, only thing we see is Katlyn Chookagian go here and put clinics on people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to finish her. You're not going to beat her in a decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chookagian is that real motherfucking deal. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, y'all put her through a meat grinder for a fight that she didn't pull out of. People was on Katlyn Chookagian's Instagram live saying she ducked Manon Fiorot. Like, people was really on her. People were really on her Instagram live saying you ducked Manon Fiorot. And I'm like, that's just stuff. It just doesn't make, based off of history, guys, based off of her time in the UFC. I have never known. Never, not once have I ever known Katlyn Chookagian to duck a fade with anybody. Nobody. I just gotta be real. Stamina. Bro, if you don't disagree, you have a choice to sit here and watch this video. Nobody's putting a gun to your head saying, Stamina, I was about to call you by your real name. Stamina, you have to watch this live stream. You don't have to watch it. I wouldn't watch something that I don't agree with that strong enough to where I have to verbalize it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't stick around and listen to it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, though. But, y'all drug her through a meat grinder. Y'all drug Alexa Grasso through a meat grinder. You know what I'm saying? And but there's no recourse. There's no videos being made about Manon was actually the one who pulled out of the fight. People assumed that it was Chookagian that pulled out of the fight because people looking for a reason to hate Katlyn Chookagian. That's what it is. People look for a reason to hate Chookagian. And it is what it is. Like, if you don't like her, you don't like it. If you don't like the stupid little innuendo things that Chookagian does, like, I get it. It's cool. I get it. Totally cool. But guys, and then let's move on to part 2 of the Manon saga. Let's move on to part 2 of the Manon. I tell you, that interview, man, y'all must didn't watch that whole interview, because you can't tell me you didn't watch. You can't tell me you watched that whole interview and didn't take anything away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't take anything away from that interview. So James Lynch, I was supposed to collab with James Lynch about a year or so ago. We never just got it to fruition because James Lynch is big on women's MMA. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gives them the platform to come on his channel and talk about what they're doing. His questions are very good questions. You know what I'm saying? And James Lynch works for himself. You may see the banners of other, you know what I'm saying, like MMA Junkie and other things like that, but James Lynch is more of like an independent contractor. Like, he'll go do this for MMA Junkie or for BJPen.com or whatever. He'll do these interviews for them, and they pay him to have his expertise. I like James Lynch. I'm not mad at James Lynch. His camera angle is kind of funny, how his face is kind of all up in the camera, but I'm like, James, back up a little bit, bro. Like, back up from the camera a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you close, bro. We get you have good lighting and straight teeth and all of that. Like, I get it. But he asked Manon, if you win this fight, just let me, God, this is not something that I put together from this interview. This is verbatim. He said, so after, if you beat Katlyn Chookagian, are you expecting to fight for the title? Like, do you want to fight for the belt? You know what I'm saying? Combo, hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna get you a link, but I gotta get this out first, because you're gonna stop me dead in my tracks. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get it all out first, and then I'll let you talk. Yeah, he wants some, Ulysses. Oh yeah, he wants some. I'm here because I like you and your community. You're being completely wrong and separate. Secondary detail. Let's not get it. He said you did. Stamina, I hate you, bro. I swear I really do, bro. Because your choice of words, it's like infuriating because it's being said and it's being thought out in a British accent. You know what I'm saying? And it just turns the knife a little bit when you know what I'm saying? When you stick it in, it turns the knife a little bit. But it's okay. It's okay, Stamina. You know what I'm saying? Because you British people, you just the way your the way your verbiage just rolls off of your tongue. You know, it just sounds very nice. But anyways, I can hear the accent, I can hear the voice and the tone of your voice when you say that. But it is what it is. But so, anyways, asked if she wants to fight for the belt if she beats Catelyn Chukagian. And Manon's answer was, I think I need a couple more fights. What kind of shit is that? Y'all put Casey O'Neill through the meat grinder for saying the same thing. Now, the ducking situation, you can call it what it is. You can have your opinions about that. Q Money Sniper, what's up, man? What's good, bro? What's good, bro? Y'all put King Casey O'Neill through the meat grinder for saying she needed more fights. Q Money Sniper. Q Money Sniper. What is it, bro? I need you to type that one more time for the people in the back, Q Money Sniper. Type it one more time for the folks in the back, Q Money Sniper. Manon. He's such a pig. Stamina, stop playing, man. Stop playing. A duck is a duck, Q Money Sniper. Brian Williams said it, but if Manon was hurt, then she didn't duck too. But that info was new. At the time, it looked like a duck. Exactly. At the time, it looked like a duck, Brian. Thank you, Brian. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. It's just admit that y'all put that admit that Catelyn Chukagian was put through the ringer for something she didn't even do. Y'all put, whether Manon was injured or not, I don't care what it is. The fact is, Catelyn Chukagian was blamed for something she didn't do. Nobody put Casey through the ground, and most of us were glad. No, Brian Williams. No, you ain't getting off. You ain't let that Casey O'Neill smoke go. Casey O'Neill said in interviews, yes, I want to fight Valentina Shevchenko, but I think I need a little bit more time to get there. You know what I'm saying? I think I need a little bit more time to get there. You know what I'm saying? But before the part saying, first, she said she feels like she can defeat Valentina Shevchenko. She said that she sees holes in Valentina. I got the timeline, baby. I got it. First, Casey O'Neill was asked about the title. She said, I think I can defeat Valentina Shevchenko. I think I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I think I have the confidence, the skill set to do it. Let's go King for one. Let's go King. Let's go King. You know what I'm saying? And so then, she said, well, I'm going to need, 2 or 3 years, to climb up through the rankings, you know what I'm saying, to get there, to feel confident enough to do it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She said what she said. Casey O'Neill knows her place. Casey O'Neill, this and that. Y'all put Casey O'Neill through the fucking ringer. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you said she couldn't fight, for one. You said she couldn't strike. You know what I'm saying? So she proved you wrong on that. You know what I'm saying? So that's neither here nor there. But you guys said that King Casey O'Neill didn't want that real smoke. You know what I'm saying? You guys dog Casey O'Neill for saying what she said. Manon just said, who else do you fight? Manon, what are you? My question is, I wanted to ask Manon, what are you expecting? What are you expecting? You're rallying for this fight with Catelyn Chukagian. You call out Catelyn Chukagian. If you didn't want to fight Catelyn Chukagian, you should have called out Andrea Lee. You know what I'm saying? You should have called out Andrea fucking Lee. No, but you've been calling out Valentina and you've been calling out Chukagian. If you get Chukagian, you beat Jennifer Maia. You should have known realistically your next fight was either going to be Lauren Murphy or Catelyn Chukagian. You know what I'm saying? So if you beat Catelyn Chukagian, if you beat Catelyn Chukagian, what are you expecting to fight down? Are you expecting to fight down? Like what's the what are you expecting if you beat Catelyn Chukagian? The only way as long as Catelyn Chukagian is the number one contender and as long as Valentina is the champion, the only way, unless your name is Taila Santos, the only way you get to the mother is through the daughter. That's the only way. The only way you get to the mother is through the daughter. You got to get through Catelyn Chukagian to fight Valentina Shevchenko unless your name is Taila Santos. You know what I'm saying? So so what what is she expected? I'm not a hardcore Minone fan. I got respect for Minone. I'm a Minone fan. I have respect for Minone. I know what she's capable of, skill set wise. But as we've seen, guys, you can have the best skill set in the world, but if your mental ain't there and you ain't ready, then you ain't ready. The skill set takes a back seat if the mental is not together. You know what I'm saying? What what does I'm gonna let y'all tell me what does Manon listen? If anybody wants to link Brian Williams, if you want to link, let's get a link. Let's get a whole motherfucking panel going about this. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I need to know how everybody feeling about this instead of reading comments. I read the comments, but I can't focus on the comments. You know what I'm saying? So, what is Manon expecting to happen after she beats Katlyn Chookagian? What is she expecting? So if they put her in a title fight, she not gonna take it. She gonna duck that smoke. I mean, what we got? What we got? Here's what I think. Okay, Brian says, here's what I think. I think Manon is in talks with the UFC and she knows the details of her contract. She may be saying one more fight because that's what is in her contract. I'm in. My battery good. Oh, two B's. Okay. Oh, we got two B's and Brian Williams that they take a link. Listen, two B's. I'm gonna drop an email address. Let's see. To be send your info to that email address. Hold on, let me get myself going here, y'all. Y'all got me. Y'all don't frazzle me. Y'all want to take me. What was Manon thinking? Let me see. Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Gotta text my mom back. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Is that your email, 2Bs? I think I just got it. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. What was you guys are not answering my question. What was the reason? Let's see. Okay. Okay, so I think I just got two beats. Okay, so Brian Williams, I'm gonna send it to you. Okay, so I'm gonna send it to you, Brian Williams, on Facebook. I'm gonna send Combo the link the way I sent it to him, and then two beats. I'm gonna email you the link. Okay, so let me get this thing open here. Let me see. And to stream. Okay, so let me. No, I gotta do all of this, y'all. Wait a minute. Slash SCHIT. Let me see. JT 65AA. Okay, Brian Williams, you have the link. Okay, Two Beasts, yours is coming next. Copy. And then I gotta send combos out. And then we set, because I got to know, man. I got to know what Manon paste. I got to know what Manon was expecting. You know what I'm saying? I got to know. Somebody gonna have to tell me, or I'm just gonna ride this train on out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. I mean, I have to ride this train on out because that's all I have to go on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally all I have to go on is what I see. Links have been sent. Let me go make sure nobody else asked for a link. Links have been sent, but I have to go off what I go off. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Stamina, I see you. Okay, that's fine. Did Taylor say that too before she fought Valentina? Absolutely not. Taylor Santos, I can tell you, there's two people that didn't bat an eye, that did not bat an eye at Valentina, and that was Taylor Santos, and that was Jessica Andrade and Jennifer Maia. You know what I'm saying? Jessica Andrade, Taylor Santos, Jennifer Maia didn't bat an eyelash. They was ready to fight. Ready to fight. Don't look for that for backup, BJ. I'm still coming for you. Okay. There was no one else at the time, though. Everybody had already fought for the title. Oh, he's talking to Raviel. Okay. Damn, combo ain't playing. Yeah, let's go. I just gotta know, you know what I'm saying? I have to know, guys. Am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna put it like this. Y'all. Jennifer Maia ain't ducking no fades. Jennifer Maia ain't ducking no fades. You know what I'm saying? Jennifer Maia is still trying to claw her way back up to the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jennifer Maia is still trying to claw her way back to the top. And she gonna keep trying to claw her way back to the top. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about Jennifer Maia never being scared to fight anybody. Andrade, Carla Esparza, Casey O'Neill, Jillian Robinson, Juju. If you ain't caught before, listen, Two Beasts is in the building, guys. Two Beasts is in the building. Okay, let me add Two Beasts in. Okay, Two Beasts is in the building. Listen, if you not calling your shot like the Julianas in the middle, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not investing in you. If you that close to the belt and you not calling it like the Julianas that you guys see in the middle who calling a motherfucking shot, you know what I'm saying? Then I can't invest in you. Two Beasts, what's popping, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
I think this might be your first time on my channel. What's up, dude?
Nothing much, man. Glad to be off work and talk about MMA.
Okay,
Period.
what you got for me?
Well, as far as what Manon was expecting, I mean, if you essentially saying, okay, I want Caitlin Chukagian, and she's the #1 contender. You feel what I'm saying? I would think she's expecting to, like, if not the very next fight, maybe one at best. She's fighting Val next. You feel what I'm saying? So if I was Manon and I call out Caitlin, that means I'm trying to go after that belt next or very soon.
I'm listening. You gotta say more than that. I'm still listening, bro.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else that means. Like, I don't know what else it means to call. Like, there's only like one Caitlin Chukagian that I know of that's in the UFC. Like, if you call that like, I don't know what else that means. If you say I want Caitlin Chukagian, that means I want Val. That's a path.
Let me pause. Let me mute this. I got you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Two Beasts. Go ahead, man.
Nah, that's pretty much it, man. Like, even if I'm a manager, fighter, whomever, if I'm looking at the name Caitlin Chukagian, that means I'm thinking title contention. Period. That's all that means.
Absolutely 1,000%. So we got Manon backtracking. I'm calling a spade, 2Bs. I'm calling a spade, 2Bs. And we got Manon Fiorito backtracking, bro. What do you think? How do you feel about Manon Fiorito taking that back? Being asked a very listen, I do interviews, man. You know what I'm saying? Being asked a very when I ask every single fighter that I interview, I ask them the same question. Are you for whoever the champion is, for whatever organization they listen? I asked Jessie Mealy about fighting Chris Cyborg. She said she was down. Jessie Mealy ain't even in Bellator anymore. I asked Jillian Robinson if they call you on short notice. Jillian Robinson, if they call you on short notice, will you take the fight? She said it don't matter who it is. So tell me why when James Lynch asked Manon Fiorito, what are you expecting after you fight if you beat Katlyn Chookagian? She said, I need 2 more fights. Go ahead, 2B.
Did she say
what's that?
Did she say 2 more fights? Because earlier in your video, she said 1 more fight. That's what you said. I didn't.
She said I need 1 or 2 more fights. It was one of the
all right.
two. One of the two she said.
All right, so that's different, right? Don't be gaslighting.
You know I gotta add a little spice to it, bro.
Don't be saying she said 2 and it was actually 1 or 2. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna hit both points. If I interrupt you, 2B. But so first of all, back when Manon and Chook were supposed to fight,
I guess Combo. I mean, hold on, Brian. I guess Combo really don't want smoke because he ain't came in yet. But go ahead.
He said give him 15 minutes. Give him 15 minutes. But
oh man,
my point from earlier was when the fight was called off in the first place, we didn't know the information about Manon being hurt. That just came out, right? That just came out recently. So at the time, it looked like a duck from Chook. That's what it looked like. So to get on your soapbox and run everybody down for thinking that Chook was ducking,
right?
That's a little bit. I think that's a little bit excess because it looked a duck is a duck. You know what you said? Your favorite phrase, duck is a duck. That's what it looked like.
A duck is a duck.
That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Now that we have more information, okay. Now we can say, oh, my bad. Chookagian wasn't ducking. It was an injury, but we ain't had that information before.
Right.
As far as
Manon taking known, but we should as especially this flyweight division, guys. Y'all know we love this flyweight division. We took 99% of what we talk about is this flyweight division. We should have known that Katlyn Chookagian, based off of history, ain't ducked nobody.
Yeah, the resume of Katlyn Chookagian.
I get that, and I probably said that. But at the time, it looked like a duck. At the time, it looked like a duck.
Ain't no buzz. But go ahead.
It is a butt. It's information that wasn't available.
Hey, I want to say something about a duck,
new
though.
Information?
We shouldn't have polarized and flown to the conclusion that Katlyn Chookagian ducked when we've never seen Katlyn Chookagian duck.
It looked like a duck. It was quacking, my friend.
Okay.
It looked like a duck. So I ain't going to apologize for thinking that she ducked. It's what it looked like because they were talking about it. Then it was a no-go, right? That's what it looked like.
Real quick. Marcus Bell says, according to BJ's logic, an injury equals a duck. And according to Marcus Bell's logic, an injury means that another fighter is better than another fighter. Continue on, Brian Williams. I'm sorry. I'm back, baby. I'm back. Listen, I'm not with that bullshit no more. I'm back, baby. No filter MMA is
welcome
back.
Back, BJ.
Let's go. Go ahead, Brian.
Welcome back, BJ. I'm glad you're back. Look, I might never agree with you, but I'm glad you're back anyway. But as far as Manon pulling back, saying she needs 1 or 2 more fights, like I said in my comment in the chat, it could very well be that Manon knows what's in her contract, and she knows based on the details of her contract, that her beating Chukagian might not necessarily get her the title fight. I don't think if it's offered up to her, if she beats Chukagian, I don't think she's gonna decline the fight if she gets the title shot.
Fuck the contract. Do you think that it was written in Juliana Pena's contract that she was gonna that if she won a fight that she was see that's the difference. That's the difference. The two Julianas in the middle. That's the difference. Do you think it was in Juliana Pena's contract that she was gonna get that fight with Amanda Nunes if she beat Sarah McMahon? Hell no.
They did everything. Because Juliana Pena had to do that because she knew she wasn't gonna win her way to a title shot.
Listen.
She knew that.
Two beats is gone.
The best thing that ever happened to Juliana Pena was Holly Holm getting injured or having illness that fight because she was not going to win that fight.
Listen, Juliana Pena has proven that strikers doesn't really mean anything to her. She can take on strikers, as we've seen. 99% of the.
It ain't all about striking.
But check this out. Juliana Pena called her shot. She called her shot. Okay, two pieces back.
I don't know why Juju was up here because what shot did Juju call?
Juju said from the beginning, from the second she stepped onto the Ultimate Fighter show that she was going to win that shit. She called her shot. She said she was going to win that shit. That's not calling her shot.
That's not calling her shot.
Oh, that's calling her shot.
That's a different thing.
Juliana Miller. Listen, I'm talking the biggest.
By your explanation, that's not calling her shot. What Pena did absolutely was calling her shot. Yes, it was. She called her shot. She talked her way into a title shot. What Juju did was just spoke with confidence and said, "I'm gonna beat these chicks."
That's
not calling her shot. She didn't call a fight out.
And that's the exact reason that Juliana Miller is on this screen is because she knew she was gonna go in there and do it. That's the Manon. Swap Juliana Miller and Manon Fiorito, and Juliana Miller is booked to fight Katlyn Chookagian, and James Lynch asked Juliana Miller, "What are you expecting if you go in here and beat Katlyn Chookagian?" What is Juliana Miller gonna say? What is the killer gonna say?
I think you overestimate Juliana Miller.
What? Man, stop it. Stop it, man.
You know why I think that? Because Juliana Miller, from what I can tell, she has confidence and she might talk a little trash, but she also knows where she is. She knows where she is in the sport, and she knows that she ain't ready for that level of competition. I think she would probably say, I probably need a couple more fights. But you're making it two different things, though, BJ. You're making that the answer to this question in an interview seemed like she was offered the fight. It's two different things. We ain't even there yet. So, like I said, what Manon says in this interview, as opposed to what actually happens, should she beat Katlyn? Should she beat Katlyn Chookagian and UFC offers a title fight? Do you believe for 1 second she gonna decline that title fight? Hell no.
I don't know what she'll do. I don't know what she'll do. She said she needs to. She said she needs another fight.
Of course she's going to take it.
Certainty.
Of course
that's kind of muddy waters right now.
It might be, but you're making a whole lot of assumptions, just like you're giving. So you're giving Casey O'Neill more credit than you're giving Manon, because Casey O'Neill said something similar, but she said she needed a few years, right?
Casey O'Neill was also the number 4.
If she fought her way to the title, do I believe? If she followed her way up and was offered a title fight, do I think Casey O'Neill would decline the title fight? Hell no.
Do you think that Casey O'Neill would go on record to say if Casey O'Neill was booked, if Casey O'Neill had beat who was Manon's last fight? It was Jennifer Maia.
Jennifer.
Right? Okay. So let's say Casey O'Neill didn't get injured. Okay. Let's say Casey O'Neill fought Jessica Eye, beat Jessica Eye, and then fought Jennifer Maia and won, and was booked to fight Katlyn Chookagian. If James Lynch would have asked Casey O'Neill, what are you expecting if you go in here and beat Katlyn Chookagian? The words out of Casey O'Neill's mouth would have said, "I want the title. I want the title." She wouldn't have. She would.
I will
Even, I don't
will
care
agree
what. I
with
don't care what. I
BJ
don't.
in that.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Given if
Hold on. Hold on. I don't care if they had talks behind the scene. I don't care if it was in the contract. I don't care if it was written in diamonds. She still would have said. It's all about no matter what she said, no matter what Manon said, it's all about the mindset going into a fight with Valentina Shevchenko, guys. You know what I'm saying? And if you're this close and you're pulling back, that tells me a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I get your perspective.
What gets my juices flowing is when they say, yes, let's go, let's do this, like Tyler Santos did, like Jennifer Maia did, like Jessica Andrade did. That's what I'm talking about. You know,
I get your perspective. I get your perspective. I do.
But
I think you're making the two things different.
I'm not making anything different.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you're making the two things the same, and I think they're different because I don't know what Casey O'Neill would do. I don't, because of what she said. She said she needed a few years, right? If she got in line for a title shot before her few years up, I don't know what she might say.
Well, with BJ, I think
I would hope you're right. Honestly,
I'm gonna let y'all talk. I'm gonna let Two Beasts say what he got to say. Go ahead, Two Beasts.
Absolutely.
What I think BJ was doing was like hypothetical scenario. If we take exactly what Manon's experience has been, which is beating, what was it, Bueno Silva, and then what's her name, Jennifer Maia, and then getting booked with Caitlyn. Like pretty much if Casey was if Manon's exact resume up until this point, and then in that interview, and then getting asked that question, what she would say, like I honestly believe that Casey would definitely be like, yeah, definitely going after the title after this. I'm gonna, go in there. She'd probably even predict a stoppage more than likely. Like Casey is that type of fighter where it's like,
she about that
he has
motherfucking
no
life.
doubt.
Casey O'Neill about that
motherfucking
win. Life.
She's that type of talker.
Casey O'Neill about that life. That's what Casey O'Neill is. She about that life.
Now, wins and losses, that's a whole nother conversation in terms of, talking versus.
Ain't no losses on Casey O'Neill record.
I know, but what I'm saying, like, because what Brian's saying pretty much is, it's talking, and it is like we ain't talking necessarily about wins and losses, who's gonna, but we're saying just in terms of the mindset. You feel me? Like if she were to be in that situation, her mindset and her answer versus Manon's mindset, Manon's answer. That's pretty much the point he's getting at, from what I'm hearing.
I get it.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I get his point. I don't know that that's what Casey O'Neill would do, given what she's already said.
I do.
Given what she's already said. Who knows what she might say? I don't know. Because she backtracked too.
Okay.
So she backtracked up for all that talk she was doing. She backtracked and said, I need a few years.
Backtracked while ranked number 14 too. So let's not forget that. She backtracked ranked number 14. Guys, real quick.
She did, but she backtracked.
The Guru
and like I said, I thought it was good. I wasn't mad.
The Guru is now in the building. Combo Breaker 99. What's popping, my brother?
Oh, hang on, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm just doing something real quick, man.
But Two Beasts, that's exactly what I'm saying. Swap the positions. I want to hear. Listen, this is what's gonna make this division become the number one division in the number one women's division in the UFC. It's girls saying, "This is what I want. This is who I'm going after. This is what I want to take that belt from her. I want to stop her." Like what Casey O'Neill said. You know what I'm saying? I can stop Valentina Shevchenko. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And
you catch that interview with Tracy Cortez?
No, I haven't seen that. What did that buffoonery say?
I wouldn't call her buffoonery, but she kind of like has the mindset, at least, that what we're referring to in terms of not necessarily saying, "Oh, I can't do it," or oh, she's perfect, and she literally put a timeline on it. I think she said a year. y'all ain't gonna like it, but she said a year and a half. Like she could be in like title contention or whatever is her plan or her goal or whatever.
Oof.
Tracy Cortez is delusional because she don't fight enough.
Right. Exactly.
Until she proves she gonna fight enough to move up the rankings from where she at 15 now
Right.
to top 5. Okay, sure. I believe when I see it.
Right.
Nah, I know, like, but it's like my main thing is, you know, I know people are not Tracy Cortez fans, but like I'm just me personally, she's like a dark horse. Like I'm looking into, I'm like, yo, I know it's not it's not all there in terms of the striking, like the grappling is really good and this, that, and other, but you know, she's quietly like just racking up these wins. It's quietly. It's not like nothing spectacular. She's not going out there and dominating people, but she's quietly just racking up this resume, a lower level. And I'm just like I got her in the back of my mind, like, you know what? It's not spectacular right now, but I'm gonna keep my eye on it just to see if she can improve. You feel what I'm saying? If she can get more active, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But her mindset of just like, cause my thing is this, like everybody gets on people like, oh, why are you calling out the champ? And then they turn around and be like, oh, why are you not calling out the champ? So it's like, what do we want? You feel me? So it's like, whenever I hear a fighter be responsible with their words and they're like, yeah, I'm not there now, but absolutely, I'm thinking about beating Valentina, even though I'm training for this person. I'm still training to eventually try to beat Valentina. These are words out of Tracy Cortez's mouth. You feel what I'm saying? That mindset, forget about the talent, forget about, we're talking about mindsets right now.
Exactly. Yes.
And that's the mindset that we collectively are trying to see out of fighters is, hey, I am training. My goal is Valentina or whomever holds that belt. You know, so
Stephen said Cortez is betting on herself, but words are win. Exactly. Words are win. I love Tracy Cortez's story. And I agree with you, she is quietly racking up wins, but you forgot to add 2 more things. Quietly and slowly and unimpressively. Right? So
absolutely.
My confidence that she's gonna make her way to the top is just not there. I don't have anything against her. Actually, I like her. Like I said, I love her story. But tell me a year and a half. Like let's be real. A year and a half for an active fighter is 3 fights, at least 3 fights. That's a year and a half. When was the last time Tracy Cortez fought twice in a year?
Maybe 2021, maybe.
So
the guru speaking.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't want to cut anybody off, man. I was a little busy.
No, you good, Combo. What's up, brother?
Good, man. Just itching to do some,
Here we go.
Get at BJ.
Here we go. Hey, everybody, if you haven't already,
get at BJ.
Smash the like button, guys, for my boy Combo Breaker 99. The guru is in the building. Go ahead, bro.
Good to be on a panel with 2 beasts and Brian. Brian. Brian always spitting facts. And same with 2 beasts, but BJ. Sometimes I got to. No, but okay. Start it off. What fight is taking place in October?
Listen, I get that the fight is happening. I get that the fight is. I get that the fight. People accuse Chukagian of ducking Valentina.
Just answer the question. What fight's taking place in October?
Chukagian and Bronco.
That is, yep. But you got Chukagian and Manon, right?
Yes.
So is Manon ducking? How's Manon ducking?
Listen, I'm not saying that Manon is ducking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in a way, she kind of ducked. In a way, she kind of ducked because we didn't hear nothing about no injury. I don't care. We didn't hear nothing. We didn't even have a reason as to why that fight didn't happen the first time around.
I got the reason.
There was no. Yeah, we have the reason now. We have the reason now.
No, that was already out there. Nobody just wanted to hear it because I talked about it too.
Listen,
That's why I was so ready.
Was the reason was like she wanted more time in the camp?
That's what she said on the interview.
Was that it?
Too. You heard about the injury. You heard the part where she mentioned the injury too, right?
Let me ask y'all this: was this fight rescheduled once or twice?
Technically,
I want to say this fight was rescheduled twice.
All right, let's go down the timeline of whose fault it was every time. All right, everybody tried to blame Chookagian the first time. I gave her credit. You know I did. I got a receipt on it.
Right.
Like I didn't say it was because I was one of the people that asked her about the fight online, and she answered and she said, "I don't know why they put me on that card and I wasn't ready," or she said I had something else going on. Right. So
yeah, she said that.
So they announced it. So what did she do? She pulls out because she wasn't ready, but that's still a pull out on Chookagian's part. Y'all keep forgetting one name that was in there that pulled out because her injury, Andrade. So you got Jessica Andrade in there. Andrade pulls out. All right. All that while Manon is training for both of these fighters. Probably overtraining a little bit, because they playing with her. So what does she do? When they try to throw Chookagian back at her, almost gets injured. So they reschedule it, and it's back on for October. So where's the duck?
Duck is.
I saw you a duck, Jessica I taking on Macy Barber instead of Manon, which was a fight she could have rescheduled. I saw you another duck, Marina Moreau. I saw you another duck, Alexa Grasso. Didn't even want to mention her name. I want to fight Jennifer Maia. That's just a little.
She called out Jennifer Maia. But let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. Okay. We're talking about I'm talking about what Manon said. Okay. That is a hardcore verbatim thing that she said. And in the fight, in the interview with James Lynch, he asked her what happened in the Chookagian fight. And her response was, I felt like I needed more time. That was her words. I felt like I needed more time. That means she did not want to fight Katlyn Chookagian at that moment. She did not want to fight Katlyn Chookagian. But now I get it. Injury, rescheduling, supposed to fight Andrade. I get all of that. But what bothers me is the fact of how we, the underground WMMA community, put Katlyn Chookagian through a food processor. We put her through a food processor because the narrative that was thrown out there was that Chookagian ducked Manon Fiorot. That's a very small part of why I'm putting Manon on blast.
Okay, but you remember, like I said, Chookagian said she wasn't ready, but then she agrees to it, advertises it, tell her it's on, then pulls out, and Jessica Andrade has to step in. So who's to blame that?
Facts.
Say that one more time.
All right, so Chookagian didn't fully accept the fight the first time, right? She didn't, but then she went back and did accept it. And she started advertising it, saying this fight is on in September. But then she pulls out and Jessica Andrade steps in.
I'm pretty sure Katlyn Chookagian called out Manon Fiorot after she beat Amanda Ebas. I'm pretty sure she said she said, or that French girl. She didn't call her by name. She said, I want to fight that French girl. I'm pretty sure she said that.
For Maya, she called her out. That's why she responded back, because Manon called her out first that night. She said Chookagian.
Yep.
No.
That's what happened.
Manon said Chookagian at the post-fight press conference.
Oh, no. She said it in the octagon.
In the octagon. Okay. She said it in the octagon.
Okay.
In the octagon, baby.
But you got me. Woohoo! You got me. Okay.
Don't be mad.
I'm not mad because that's a very small piece of why I'm putting Manon on blast. The big piece of why I'm putting Manon on blast is her saying she needs more fights before she fight if she beats the number one contender.
I'm gonna stop you right there. First off, you forgetting a big part. You missing a big part all the time because I talked about it in my live stream. She didn't say she needs more fights. First off, she said, I'd be a little disappointed if I don't stop Chookagian and it don't come out the way I want it. And then I might take another fight. So if she's the stopper, which is, a big task, but she wants to prove a point. If she wants to stop.
What kind of mess is, I ain't never heard no mess like that in my life.
That's because you're dealing with the Casey O'Neills and stuff. This is a real perfectionist.
I guess I'm just so used to dealing with. I'm so used to dealing with fighters who don't wonder if they're gonna stop a fight. I'm used to dealing with fighters who say that they're gonna stop the fight. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm just not used to that. I'm not used because a lot of the fighters that I follow, a lot of the fighters
wants to do what Valentina does and better. This is a fighter that want to do what Valentina does and maybe better. This ain't just somebody who wants to say, "Oh, I got heart, I'm gonna go fight."
She can't do what Valentina does because she's not Valentina. She can't do. She has to do what Manon does.
Or better. That's how you prove you the best.
I don't see it like that, bro. I don't see it. I'm sorry, bro, but listen.
Listen, you can say that put a bat for King Casey O'Neill. She ain't got the skills. Bottom line, she ain't got the skills. She ain't ready.
She ain't got the skills. She ain't got the skills. Says who?
Valentina.
Who cares what Valentina says? Alexander Volkanovski also said that he also hold on. Alexander Volkanovski also talks about how Yair Rodriguez doesn't have the skill to beat him. But does that fucking matter? It doesn't matter at all. It does not matter at all that the champion thinks that one of the most dangerous contenders in the division doesn't have the skill set to beat him. It's not set in stone just because Valentina said it. Who is Valentina? She's just a champion. They don't mean that. Oh,
yes. Okay, hey, look, the fighter with 7 rubies in their belt, and the fighter that's like number 13 or 14 that says, "I'm not ready for another 2 or 3 years." Okay,
it still doesn't matter. That's still words.
Again, I don't have a problem with Casey O'Neill saying that. That doesn't diminish her to me at all.
At all.
No, I'm not saying that. That don't have nothing to do with diminishing her heart. The skills going when you fight. Your mic skills fine, but your skills ain't caught up yet.
Says who? Everybody that they put in front of her so far from being in the UFC.
Says a record, man. If she was ready, she would be up there fighting Marlon Murphy.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
I didn't do that. She did. She said 3 years.
Bro, she's been out for years. What you mean?
She said that before 3.
I think we already agreed that it's only been like 7-8 months. She's been out.
Yeah, I put that on.
I'm begging you guys, please, let's not say that if Casey O'Neill was as good as Manon, she would be where Manon is. How can you say that when she's been out with an ACL tear for 7-8 months? How you can't? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
That's a regular turnaround time. I was saying that before the injury.
Okay, but all right. That's not the topic of discussion. The topic of discussion is I feel like Manon is questioning herself. She's questioning.
Hey, Ulysses, you're right.
She's
Ulysses
questioning.
Right.
She's questioning. She's questioning whether or not she's going to finish her next fight, and she's questioning whether or not the title is the ultimate goal. You let Casey O'Neill get that close to the title, okay? Which I'm pretty sure when she comes back, she will get that close to the title. So let's let Casey O'Neill get that close to the title, and let's see the verbiage that comes out of Casey O'Neill's mouth. I guarantee you she won't second guess herself at all. If she hadn't been injured and maybe fought, after she beat Roxanne, let's say she fought Jennifer Maia, or let's say she fought Lauren Murphy instead of Miesha Tate fighting Lauren Murphy, you know what I'm saying, and beat said fighters, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to hear the same thing coming from Casey O'Neill that we're hearing coming from Manon. That's it.
I'm not hearing anything. I'm not hearing what you're hearing.
I'm hearing. Okay, well,
DJ.
unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a matter of opinion of what she said. Unfortunately, it's a matter of fact what she said. And what she said was, she questioned whether or not, or if I finish Chukagian, I want to make a statement. No, you should be saying, I'm going to finish Katlyn Chukagian, and I'm going to fight for the belt, and I'm going to finish Valentina Shevchenko. Manon needs a dose of that Juliana juice. Maybe Manon should have been on tough this season, so she could have got a dose of that Juliana juice, because it sure as hell is working for Juliana Miller.
Or she can actually be herself and say what she means.
I'm just being real. Well, unfortunately, when you got Valentina, when you got somebody like Valentina holding the belt, you got to be a little bit beside yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a little bit beside yourself.
You tell Grasso that?
Listen,
man, we gotta leave Grasso out the conversation.
We gotta leave Grasso out the conversation.
All this talk about Grasso ducking and all this, that, and the other, man.
Grasso is in his quadruple threat, and she ain't never catching the same heat. So
Grasso was never.
My main thing is like Grasso being a duck. It's like Jean ducked Tatiana Suarez.
Right.
You see how hard that fight was.
Right.
I would, if I'm ducking anybody, I'm ducking that, because like she's a grappler. That's what she does. At least Manon is striking based.
Right.
Where it's like it's a better matchup for Grasso.
But she wasn't close to the top though at that point. She wasn't close to the top, so she didn't have to be.
That don't matter, man. That don't matter. Anybody looking at Tatiana Suarez's skills is not wanting that fight.
How long ago was that fight, 2B?
Exactly.
That fight was when Tatiana Suarez was in her prime. How long ago was that fight?
When Tatiana Suarez was in her prime, just like you said.
How long ago was that fight?
Like 3 or 4 years ago.
And where was Grasso in the rankings?
Grasso was
in the title contention.
Grasso was one of the hottest prospects at that time.
Where was she in the rankings in contention?
I don't know exactly where she was in the rankings.
She wasn't nowhere.
Exactly.
But check this out. But listen.
So another thing too about
right now, my point on Grasso, I ain't hating on Grasso. I love Grasso, but right now, she's in the title picture. So she has a reason to try to be strategic about her opponents.
Facts.
And picking Jennifer Maia over Manon, which Jennifer Maia just lost. So
at that time,
wait a minute. At the time, Jennifer Maia lost to Manon. So fighting Jennifer Maia doesn't get her closer to the title. Fighting Manon gets her closer to the title.
But Alexa Grasso was ranked. There. So, she was ranked higher than Manon.
It's a less favorable fight, and you know it's a less favorable fight for Grasso. A fight with Manon is a less favorable fight for Grasso.
Not necessarily.
You know it because she didn't call out the one that could get her closest to the title. She didn't call out Manon.
There's a lot of fights that are not favorable. There's a lot of fights that weren't favorable.
One thing about that though, Manon made it clear that she wanted to fight Katlyn Chukagian after the Jennifer Maia fight. So here's my thing about the whole ducking situation.
Hold on,
right?
Hold on, Brian Williams. Let him talk. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, right? This whole ducking thing, right? So if I'm participating in like this game and I have a variety of different avenues I could go to win, perfect example, chess, right? I got a lot of different ways I could win in chess. I could attack a person's pawns. I could set up a piece. There's a whole bunch of different ways I could win. Now, if I'm going to go the hardest route to mate my opponent, that's simply based on bragging rights. That's like me saying, I don't want to just win. I want to dominate. At the end of the day, their pay is literally determined on wins and losses. And not only that, you're talking about potentially getting cut if you have X amount of losses in a row. Like, there's a lot riding on each individual fight. At the end of the day, it's like, yo, all the duck talk, oh, you duck this person. Look, if a fight, to me personally, I respect the fighter more that comes out in an interview and says, hey, you know, why I heard you were going to fight this one person and it didn't happen. And then that fighter comes out and says, oh yeah, I talked it over with management and we personally felt that based on where my skills were at that point, we weren't ready for that fight just yet.
So respectful.
I will respect. I will respect.
Yes.
I will respect that fighter a lot more than the people that, you know, no word comes out and this, that, and the other. But you never know. It might be what those fighters are thinking. They just don't come out and say it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, to me personally, it's nothing wrong. I just can't see nothing wrong with saying, you know what, I don't want this fight. I don't, because here's the thing, if you don't think you can win the fight, automatically you're at a huge disadvantage because a lot of the fight game is mental. So if you already in your heart and soul don't know for sure that you can win that fight, and in fact are concerned about your chances of winning that fight, you've already lost the battle. So for me personally, it's like, yo, everybody got different skill levels. Now, granted, you know, you got your go-getters out there that don't give a shit about, you know, whether or not they're going to win, lose, draw, whatever. They're going to fight whomever. And we respect those fighters too. But that's not everybody. You feel what I'm saying? The one thing I love about MMA is that there's so much variety. You got the fighters that are not all about the skill and the technique. They're just out there to fuck someone up. You got the Valentina Shevchenkos out there that are about longevity. And then you got the Juliana Peñas out there who are complete dogs. You got so much variety. And to me, duck is just used in this like umbrella for like all things. And it's like there's different levels of, I guess, duck. And me personally, I just don't like the word. It's like one of those words where I'm just like, I hear it, I'm like, yo, listen, they literally could die in the cage. So it's like, you feel what I'm saying? Like I start to be blunt, but that's a reality. Like you could literally go in there with someone you ain't got no business in there being, you know, a good example of that is Tabitha Ricci and Manon. You feel what I'm saying? Like that was a huge mismatch. She ain't belong in the cage with her. You feel what I'm saying? So It's like, I get that, oh, Manon, the beast, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I see what Combo has a lot in it, and a lot of people see stuff in her, but at the end of the day, this is a competition. And at the end of the day, it's not all about bragging rights. Sure, you could go the difficult route through the Manons and through the, you know, Jessica Andrades and but if you can avoid fights that you personally don't feel comfortable with your skill set that you have a good chance of winning, I'm not going to sit here and shit on you and be like, how dare you? You feel what I'm saying? Like, and call you this duck. You know, but I get it. At the end of the day, it's based on opinion. Like, oh, you know, it is what it is. I just have a higher appreciation for what the fighters do. So I just have a hard time saying like anything like, oh, they're boring or oh, they're this. And like, because even if I see a fight where it's like a whole bunch of clinching and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, I'm not excited about it, but I get it. They're going to win a fight safely. And I mean, at the end of the day, they're getting paid and they're getting paid doing it safely. So it is what it is. My beef is more with the scoring system than the fighter, really. So that's just my take on it.
That's why I hate you, 2B.
That's where
every time 2B start talking and go on a rant, or I can't even call it a rant. I just feel like sitting back and listening because I always learn something. I always get a different perspective.
My branches ain't blowing in no direction. My branches ain't blowing this way. My branches ain't blowing that way. I'm staying right here in the middle. I'm staying right in the middle. And the thing, and now let me say this real quick. Now, Manon, like I said, the ducking thing, you can call it a duck. You can say it wasn't a duck. Okay, I get it. But you know, it's for me. It's just I feel like Manon is doubting herself in terms of, you know, she came in, she created all this hype, She talked all of this, she talked the talk, she walked the walk on a certain level. So now we get up to where it really fucking matters. You know what I'm saying? We down to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Alexa and let me speak about Alexa Grasso. Alexa Grasso, listen, when it comes, if you're a striker, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Alexa Grasso didn't bat an eyelash at fighting a clobber like Macy Barber. She didn't bat an eyelash at fighting. She fought Tatiana Suarez and Carla Esparza. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the narrative of Alexa Grasso ducking people, that does not make any sense. Just like the narrative that Alexa Grasso is soft, it doesn't make any sense. Alexa Grasso is she's a puppy, but she's trying to grow into a dog. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But
got the purple belt.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But hold on.
How do you see that? But you don't see what?
Hold on. As far as I just feel like Manon is doubting herself. Go ahead, Combo.
I was saying, how do you see Manon showing self-doubt but not in Grasso? I'm just saying, like, how do you see more doubt in Manon than Grasso? Whenever Manon do a lot of talking, like you said, she talked the talk. Like, when has she ever been a loudmouth?
She hasn't been a loudmouth, but she's been so confident. She's been so confident leading up to this point, just to see this interview with James Lynch, and she say, "Oh, well, I want to finish Chookagian, and if I finish Chookagian, then I want to fight Valentina." But and then he goes, "Well, what do you want after this?" She goes, "Oh, well, I want one more fight." I'm like, what? Like, what? Wait a minute, Manon, no, no.
Hey, BJ.
Go ahead.
BJ, do you have the clip?
I can pull
of the interview.
Y'all go ahead and talk. I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, because I haven't seen the interview. I've been trying to find it. I can only see little.
I posted it on my
where she talked
yesterday.
But you did? Okay.
Nah, you just hit YouTube up and then type in Manon Fiorot and then type go to the filter and then select a month, because she don't do a whole lot of interviews, so it's like it's probably gonna be.
I found it
because what you're saying that she said and what Combo is saying that she said sound like two totally different things, and you can take them two totally different ways.
Well, how about we do this then? How about we do this? How about we play it? How about we play it?
I played it in the live too, just so you know.
I know I missed that.
Letting you know that I ain't stretching.
Like Santos deserved to win the fight. How did you score that fight at home?
Comment tu as scoré ce combat? Est-ce que tu penses que tu as aidé à gagner ce combat?
Je pense que c'est vrai que c'était un combat très serré. Après,
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Valentina est la championne. Donc voilà, c'est normal qu'elle ait l'avantage. Mais c'est vrai que c'était un combat très serré.
The fight really tight. I think this fight can go on one side or the other, but when it's like that, I think the champion deserves the victory. So I think it's not an upset.
We have Aaron Blanchfield
fighting
here soon against Molly.
Okay, there we go. Wait a minute, let me go to it. Let me fast forward, because this video is all edited because of the language.
I think don't take the fight. So if I can take my
last
okay,
one,
there we go.
Valentina Shevchenko. If you were to win this fight against Caitlin and then fight Valentina next, how do you look at a fight with you and Valentina from a style perspective?
Wait a minute, that's not the question. That's not the question. Let me go back.
And one more name I wanted to ask about, Macy Barber. What have you made of her rise in your weight class?
Camp, not truly her, but her camp don't take the fight. So if I can take my second fight, I can take her anyway.
Let me see.
Like that. And just last one, we talked about Valentina Shevchenko. If you were to win this fight against
I can't wait. Let me find it. Hold on, y'all keep talking. I'm gonna mute myself till I find it.
Oh, they got the time cap for it.
I think that should be it right there. That one the one that just played. Where what do you? He asked about the Valentina matchup. I think that should be it.
Yeah, the time frames are in the description box. You want to just click on it. Like towards the end of the interview.
Je suis pas encore bien concentré dessus. D'abord, je reste concentré sur le combat contre Kathleen, mais après, je sais qu'on va préparer, on va mettre les moyens pour préparer ce combat, faire un peu gros training camp. Et après, je pense que ça sera un avantage pour moi déjà que le combat soit en 5 rounds. Je pense qu'elle est moins physique et elle a moins de cardio que moi. Et techniquement, je pense que c'est pareil.
For now, I'm very focused about Caitlin and we take the fight step by step. But I have to talk in the future and the fight against Valentina. I think 5 rounds is better for me because I know I have a great conditioning and I think I'm more powerful and more strength. And technically, I think it's the same thing. So, and I really confident about this fight.
And my last question: what are some of your hobbies outside of
That wasn't it.
Watching it.
That wasn't it. Let me go back.
All right.
Sure, but fine.
And one more name I wanted to ask.
Go to 7-10.
Yourself.
It might talk about he's going to finish.
What do you think of Casey's rise in the division? And number 2, do you think you two will
Go
fight?
back to the part where she mentioned the Chikagian fight.
Okay, hold on.
Like usual.
We're going to get down to what she said. The Chikagian fight.
But don't cut now. And,
Okay, 259.
We talk about yet. I think in 1 or 2 weeks, not for now. For now, all
Okay.
And I'm 100%. But if I fight in Paris, I fight without the count, without sparring, and for an opponent like Caitlin, I think it's better to have a real.
That was the duck talk right there.
To get this fight.
Okay, interesting. I wasn't aware it was an injury, so that's good. You get a full camp and you're healthy going into this fight. Let's talk about Katlyn Chookagian. How do you feel like you match up against her stylistically?
Here we go.
Qu'est-ce que tu penses du match-up stylistiquement?
Je pense que ça va être un très bon combat parce que Kathleen est une combattante des plus techniques de la catégorie des 57.
Manon voice
Moi
is so
aussi.
cute, though.
Après, je pense que j'ai une meilleure condition et un meilleur cardio, donc ça va se jouer là-dessus.
Oh my God.
I'm very happy to do this matchup because I respect a lot Kathleen. I think she's one of the best technical strikers of the whole division. But I know, and I think me too, and I think I'm more powerful and I have a better cardio. So I'm really confident about this fight.
Hey BJ, she got a pink hat in that interview.
Hush. Wait a minute.
Quelques sparring qui ont le style
Hold on.
Et d'ici 1 ou 2 semaines, je vais commencer les sparring vraiment durs. Mais là, tout se passe bien. J'ai aucune douleur au genou.
For now, all is perfect. I begin my camp with my
It's getting close to it because I listened to it this morning.
Training partner, and I think in 2 or 3 weeks, my head coach invite some girls to 1 or 2 to finish my sparring and have the same height and the same style about Caitlin.
And the weight cut, we have a lot of time before.
Go to 705.
Now I'm
They're just skipping over it. Just skipping.
in flyweight.
Katlyn is
Okay.
If you defeat her, do you believe you will get a title shot next?
Here we go.
Est-ce que tu penses que tu mériteras un title shot parce qu'elle est classée?
Oui, après, je voudrais le title shot si
Here
je
we
fais
go.
avant la limite. Si je fais une décision, je pense que j'aurais besoin d'encore 1 ou 2 combats. Après, si je fais un bon combat et que je finis ce combat, je vais demander Valentina pour le combat d'après, c'est sûr.
My plan is to finish her. So I really think if I get the plan, if I finish Caitlin, I deserve the title shot. If I win, but I don't win by decision, and I think perhaps I need one more fight.
There you go, right there.
Confidence and
Don't get too excited, BJ.
Cage. But the plan is to
You just repeating your own point.
the title shot.
That's what.
She said, if I finish her, I want to fight for the title, but if I don't, I need another fight.
Yes.
What sense does that make, though? What sense does that make?
You know why it makes sense? You know why it makes sense, BJ? You know why it makes sense? Because the way you've been spinning it, I got a totally different perspective of what she said. But what she said was, I plan to finish Caitlyn Chookagian. And if I finish Katlyn Chookagian, then absolutely, yes, I get the title.
That's exactly what I said, though. That's exactly what I said.
But then she goes on to say, if I don't finish her, then maybe I need another 4. So that's her projecting what the UFC is going to think about offering her a title shot.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Listen, yes, it does matter.
Listen,
it does
beating Chookagian.
You're trying to read into what she's saying, but what she said was actually clear.
I'm not reading into nothing. I'm not reading into anything. I'm not reading into anything. What I'm saying is, if you can go out there and stop Katlyn Chookagian, that is huge. But if you can go out here and beat Katlyn Chookagian by decision, if you can beat Katlyn Chookagian, when the last time Chookagian lost a decision? If Manon can go out here and outpoint Katlyn Chookagian in a decision, that is a huge victory. That is a huge thing.
I think Jessica was the last one.
Say one last thing.
Right.
In a minute.
If you can go out there and outpoint and beat Katlyn Chookagian. Go ahead, Combo.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and say, you're reading it wrong, man. Look. Well, if you want to read into it, read into this then. Okay. She probably means if she doesn't get a convincing decision, which could mean a split decision, right? It could mean a majority decision. If she gets something that ain't convincing to her, then her and Dana might say, you know what? That's disappointing. But we're going to give this to the winner, Grasso or Araujo, right? So it's in her mind to go in there and dominate. All right.
Yeah.
In no way did she say 2 fights. You try to throw 1 or 2 fights. She said 1 more fight. All right. She just said 1 more fight if she doesn't get the win in the fashion that she wants, which makes sense. Because if she goes in there and beats Chookagian by decision, what are people going to say? Valentina going to wash her. So she's setting the standard for herself. That's what it comes down to. Ain't no way did she say
Combo. Exactly. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like to me what she's saying is, I need to go in here and make a statement. That's what she's saying.
It don't sound like a finisher talking to me. I guess I'm spoiled by, you know what I'm saying. I guess I'm spoiled by you know what I'm saying, the Juliana Peñas and the Jillian Robertsons and you know what I'm saying,
you spoiled by these people that gotta talk themselves into something. I guess I'm spoiled by
I guess I'm spoiled by the Mackenzie Derns and the Tatiana Suarez's and the Alima Leigh McFarlands. You know what I'm saying? I guess maybe I'm just too spoiled. I guess I'm just so spoiled of looking at fighters. I guess I'm just so spoiled of looking at fighters who are 100% confident that they're going to go in there and finish the fight. I guess maybe that's where my disconnect is. It's almost like Manon would be surprised. She would surprise herself if she finished Chookagian. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like to me.
How did you get that from what she said? How did you get that from what she said?
Because we
read anything. She said, I need to make a statement so I can get this title shot.
The girls that I follow, they don't question whether or not they're going to finish a fight. See, the girls that I follow, they are confident in their abilities because this is what they've shown. They're confident in their abilities to finish a fight at any given moment. It's always there for Jillian Robinson. It's always there. That smell is always in the air for Casey O'Neill. You know what I'm saying? Will she? Well, no, I'm not finished. Will she finish this fight? What's gonna happen? It takes just somebody to make a couple of mistakes for some of the fighters that I follow to get finished. To get finished by said fighters. You know what I'm saying? I guess I've never heard a fighter that I respect and foreshadow as a champion. I don't expect them to doubt themselves and their ability to finish.
Let me say this. Okay, BJ. Maybe you should expand because look where Jillian Robertson is and look where Manon is.
Look where Casey O'Neill is. Look where Tatiana. Look where Carla Esparza is. Look where Mackenzie Dern is. You can't just hold that weight on Jillian Robertson. Look where Look at where Mackenzie Dern. Look at where Carla Esparza is.
Look where Mackenzie Dern is. Come on.
Look where, a top 5 ranked fighter.
I can't wait for Jan to deny Mackenzie takedowns and beat her ass. Excuse my French.
I'm sorry, but not very many people who've been able to stop Mackenzie Dern's takedowns have beat her up. Marina Rodriguez is the only person that was, and Amanda Ebos, which that fight was coming back from being pregnant. But whatever, I'm not making any excuses. But how many times have we seen a fighter stop Mackenzie Dern from taking her down and beat her up? How many times? Look how easy.
Should we bring up Rivas?
Like I said, Amanda Ebos. That's a weird fight. I'm not making any excuses.
Maybe we shouldn't, because that don't fall into your narrative.
No, it doesn't. No, it's not that it doesn't fall into my narrative. I just said that Amanda Ebos was one of the 2 fighters that. Now, how many fights has Mackenzie Dern had in the UFC? So look at where Mackenzie Dern is right now. You know what I'm saying? If Mackenzie Dern had an interview tomorrow and they asked her, if a title shot is offered to you after you beat Yan Xiaonan, what are you gonna do?
Roll by chicken wings. Tisha Torres did well.
Mackenzie Dern will take the smoke.
I thought Tisha won.
Tisha did well on the ground. She did. Did she?
I thought Tisha won.
Did Tisha Torres do well on the ground? Did she really? Okay.
Did your girl Mackenzie stop her or come close? No.
She beat the shit out of her though.
Oh, really?
Oh, Mackenzie Dern did come close to finishing Tisha, in that second round.
A couple of times.
With 2 different submissions.
Listen, I
mean, close is, it is what it is. You ain't get it, but she did come close though.
It's not outlandish for me to say that Manon is questioning herself going forward. I feel like she's questioning herself.
You know why it is? Because you're basing it off of that interview. That's why it's outlandish. Because you're basing it off of what she said in that interview.
Basing it off of her words.
30-second clip. In that 30-second clip, you're basing it off what she said in that 30-second clip, which after hearing it for the first time, I got a totally different perspective than what you were saying. When I listened to your video earlier, before I actually heard the interview, when I listened to your post from earlier, I was like, damn, BJ going in. Maybe you're right. I don't know. But now, after hearing it, dude, you totally spun that in a direction that
I did not spin that in any.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so let me tell you what I said.
That's not what she said at all.
That's exactly what she said. That's exactly what she said. That she said they asked her.
The way you read into it is not the way she said at all.
Let me talk. Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
What I said was that James Lynch asked her, "What the hell are you gonna do after you beat Chookagian?" And her question was, if I finish her, I want this and that, and if I don't finish her, I may need one more fight. I may need another fight. You know what I'm saying? That is a chink in the armor. I don't care what you say or how I
That's
put it.
That's not how you spin, man.
I said that I feel like she's not confident. She's not calling her shot. She's not making it interesting. Now we have to say, let's see what she does against Katlyn Chookagian. No, she should be saying, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to finish Katlyn Chookagian, and then I'm going to finish Valentina Shevchenko, because that is what King Casey O'Neill would have said.
She said, my plan is to finish her. If I finish her, I get the shot. I want the shot. If I don't finish her, then maybe I need one more.
There shouldn't have been a but, though.
She's holding herself to a higher standard. Now, back to what you were saying, BJ, about the fighters you respect and the confidence that they have that they're going to go out and finish. They see a finish at any given moment. The current champion doesn't go out searching for finishes. She's very clear on that. She fights the fight and takes what the fight gives her. That's what she does. That's how she's always explained it. With some fighters, she may predict that she's going to finish them, but she never goes out searching for the finish. She goes out.
High Five just said,
and that's all. And that's all in essence. that Manon is saying. Hey, I'm planning to finish Chukagian.
Like
that sends a message. I'm gonna make a statement.
What High Five said?
High Five said Tisha is not a great striker like Marina TKO Dern. She did not TKO. Mackenzie Dern has never been stopped. Let's stop the buffoonery. High Five. And like I said, I may be a little critical on Manon because of what I'm used to and who I'm used to. And I'm not. Listen, I've been following this fight game for a long time, guys. And if I was to go through, if I was to take flyweight out of the equation, and I start talking about other divisions, like, okay, let me talk about this. Okay, I'm gonna use this as an example. Let's go back to 2016 when Holly had knocked out Ronda, and it was Misha's turn to get a crack at Holly. Do you think Miesha Tate questioned herself at all? Do you think Miesha Tate questioned herself one bit? Now, at that time, now we know what Holly is, but at that time, Holly looked unstoppable, okay? Holly looked unstoppable. And what did Miesha Tate say? Yes, she's very calculated. Yes, she's very dangerous. I have to do this. I have to avoid this. And then I'm going to get the finish. I'm going to get the finish. That is what Miesha Tate said. That sounds like confidence to me. That is what I'm used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to seeing people like Alexander Volkanovski who challenged Max Holloway when Max Holloway was at his absolute best. At his absolute best. And he beat Max Holloway 3 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? It's all about it. Is he a better fighter than Max Holloway? That's up for debate. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you what carried him through the second fight, the first and the second fight, was his confidence and his will to win. You know what I'm saying? So don't come at me with this bullshit saying, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let's not make excuses for what Manon said, because what Manon said was what Manon said. She said, if, but, and then. That's what she said. I don't care how y'all put it, how y'all turn it, how y'all twist it. The girl said what she said. Okay? She said what she said.
Goes back to the original question, though. Who's fighting in October, BJ?
Yeah, she's fighting in October. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that she's actually going to fight Chukagian. The thing is how is she going to approach Chukagian? That's the question. No, to me, I see a chink in the armor as far as the confidence. My question going forward with Manon Fiorot is, how will she approach these fighters? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like she's questioning us. I feel like she's questioning herself. You know what I'm saying? When you say things like, oh, if I finish her, I will title shot, but if I don't, I need another fight. That's crazy. This is the number one contender we're talking about. It's all gas, no brakes. It's all gas, no brakes. It was all gas, no brakes for Jennifer Maia. It was all gas, no brakes for Jessica Andrade when she finished Katlyn Chukagian. And it was all gas, it's going to be all gas, no brakes for everybody else. Listen, if Alexa Grasso beats whoever wins between Alexa Grasso and Viviane Araujo, they are going to call their shot. They're going to call it. You can argue that I'm not finished. You can argue that Juliana Pena.
He said Grasso, but in Araujo.
You can argue that Juliana Pena didn't deserve a title shot, but she called it, and she made the UFC believe that she was ready to take that fight. That's what it's about. It ain't about what the contract says or what she should do and this and that, or if I do this. You think Juliana Pena would never say anything like that. Pena would never let any kind of chink of waver in her confidence show at all. And that's period. Juliana Pena showed an unwavering confidence stepping into that cage both times with Amanda Nunes. And I'm not getting the same vibe from Manon Fiorot. That's my point. I'm not, and then she got nervous to say something about Casey O'Neill. What the fuck you talking about Casey O'Neill for? You're in the top 5. The fuck Casey O'Neill? What the fuck Casey O'Neill?
The problem is Manon has a brain.
Casey O'Neill is out injured. What the fuck you talking about Casey O'Neill for?
Manone's brain is bigger than her mouth.
The fuck you talking about Macy Barber for? Like,
Manone's brain is bigger than her mouth, man.
She should have said fuck Manon. I mean, she should have said fuck Alexa Grasso, fuck Casey O'Neill, and fuck Macy Barber. The only people I want to talk about is Katlyn Chookagian, how I'm gonna whoop her ass, and Valentina Shevchenko, how I'm gonna whoop her ass. That's what Casey O'Neill would have done. That's it. That's it. That's it, bro. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say.
I gotta admit, like hearing it come from BJ, that'd make me excited as hell for that fight. I ain't lying.
It just is what it is.
He can sell you now. See that?
No. What I'm saying is, like, I would be excited as hell to hear Manon say that. I just know that's not her character.
I'm trying to say. Manon, make us believe it. Make us believe that you're gonna go in there because we know who. Listen, we know how Katlyn Chookagian looked against high-level competition. We know. We don't know how Manon Fiorot looks against high-level competition. And for to have that question mark hanging over her head, and now to have this other question mark, does she even fucking believe that she can beat Katlyn Chookagian and beat Valentina Shevchenko? That's what it's all about. Listen, all of these fighters, Alexa Grasso, Manon Fiorot, Casey O'Neill, they all have the skill set to be champion. In my opinion, they all have it. Okay? But for me, it's about how much do you fucking believe it yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that, I'm sorry, guys, but that turned me off of Manon. Just the ducking thing, that's just kind of like me just being me. You know what I'm saying? Just, whatever. But that part of it, this part of it, listen, confidence has shown itself to me recently with Montana De La Rosa. I still believe that Montana De La Rosa is one of the best in the division, but she doesn't believe it. She doesn't believe how good she is. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. It's different. Okay, well, Montana can have a good jab or power in her right hand, good takedowns, whatever. But if she doesn't use all of those tools, then what is Montana De La Rosa really? You know what I'm saying? If she don't come into the fight knowing that I'm better than Macy Barber in the clinch, I can take Macy Barber down. I can beat Macy Barber. See, that's the difference between fighters like Robertson and Montana. Robertson went full at Macy Barber, and she got stopped. It is what it is. She put it all out there. You know what I'm saying? Montana De La Rosa got content in the clinch and gave up and broke in the fight. That's different. And Manon saying what she said to me makes me look at her different. I'm muting my microphone and y'all can talk because I done said what I had to say.
Well, so give you one more thing before I go, because this time I really am going to go. First, I got to say, thanks you for playing in the interview, just so some people in here know how you were spinning it, Brian. But you ain't changed my opinion not one bit. I can sleep better knowing I speak my facts. Manon is not ducking. I mean, you got to expand out, BJ, if you want to know how the fighters think, man. Not everybody thinks off of balls and heart, man. It's about calculation, technique, and skill. And if she feels like she needs to go in there and stop her, hey, that's on her, right? But she ain't ducking. She's there. Casey O'Neill's at the bottom. Grasso's under her, and that's how it's going to be. You're going to see her go in there and perform in October. She ain't ducking. That's just what it is.
What about Chicken Wing said, "Come on, bro, you act like Pena had a belt for the." That comment don't mean absolute. That comment means absolute shit, bro. About Chicken Wings, that's a shit comment. That's a shit comment. It doesn't matter how long she had the belt. It was the fact that Juliana Pena knew that if she stepped into that fucking cage with Amanda Nunes, that she was gonna beat her. And that's exactly what she did. She talked the talk and she walked the walk.
Just like I said, stop thinking off heart and balls. She should have been thinking off her brain this time around. That's why she wasn't prepared for being technically shut down by Nunes.
I mean, I get it. Like I said, I get that. You know what I'm saying? But one thing, you listen, the technical side of it, that's one thing. But the mental side of it, we keep straying away from the mental. We keep straying away from, like, I bring that up and then y'all go off on another tangent. The mental based off of those comments, grade Manone's mental going into a fight, possibly a fight with two of the best flyweights in the world. So tell me, based on that comment, because I guarantee you, y'all hate Casey O'Neill. If it was Casey O'Neill and she went in there with that Juliana Pena confidence, first thing y'all be saying is she needs to shut her mouth. She needs to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Casey O'Neill. You have no right to say this and that. You can't strike. Remember when y'all used to say she couldn't strike? Y'all remember that? So you said that about if it was Casey O'Neill, that's what the narrative would be. Casey O'Neill need to shut up. She about to get her ass whooped. But Manone, because y'all like Manone, then all of these different, then now y'all gonna dissect. Y'all remember when you dissected the frog in science class? Now we gonna dissect everything. Now we gonna do this. Now we gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about this and we gonna talk about that. No. Take all of that shit out. Take all of that shit out. The one side of the page is black. The other side of the page is white. It's either this or it's this. The middle shit, I don't care about the words written on the page. I don't give a fuck about the words written on the page. If one side of the page is white, one side of the page is black. And for me, it sounded like she is doubting herself going into these two fights. That's what it sounds like to me.
That's not what it sounded like to me at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I didn't get that at all.
So, all right, I'm gonna try to like argue both sides, right? So, on BJ's side, what he's saying is like, at the end of the day, when you go into a fight, you know, you're supposed to have this sort of confidence that, you know,
unwavering.
I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm getting this chick out of here type thing. On Combo Brian's side, essentially, it's like, look, she's being calculated in how she's looking at it. Like, okay, now the problem and what I'll advocate for BJ, right? The interpretation is that like she's vocalizing what the UFC might be thinking, right? That's kind of like what the interpretation is, but that's not exactly what she said. She didn't mention the UFC specifically. She just said, you know, if I finish her, I think, you know, definitely the title is next. But if I don't, I think I need one more fight. So because she didn't specify UFC, obviously,
I'm about to mute high five.
Because she didn't specify, unfortunately, it is up for discussion. It's open for debate. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But, you know, if you want to interpret it as, you know, she's, even if she's saying it for herself, like, you know, if I finish her, you know, I'm going to get this title shot next. Or if I don't finish her, I think I need one more fight. She could be analyzing and saying, you know what, based on what Valentina did to Katlyn Chookagian, right? You know, and me being a striking based fighter, like Manon, I would, you know, she's well rounded, but like she's a striker. Like if I were to classify her, I would classify her as a striker. Valentina Shevchenko, even though she's really good at clinch takedown, I would classify her as a striker. So if I'm in Manon's head and I'm not necessarily, you know, doubting, let's say I'm being realistic. I'm saying, okay, Valentina's a well-rounded striker. I'm a well-rounded striker. Valentina got her out of there in 3 rounds. So if I don't stop this chick, you know what I'm saying, I need to probably get one more fight to get to a point where I know without a shadow of a doubt, like, yeah, I'm going to go. Or maybe it's even as so as, maybe it's just like she wants to one-up Valentina. Maybe it's that. I don't know. But because she didn't specify whether it was UFC or if it was just personally her, like, oh, I need another fight, it's open for discussion. You feel what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it is.
Hey, 2B, let me ask you a question now.
What's up?
How did you interpret it?
Me personally, you know how I get down. I'm not with the, like, you know, ducking and this, that, and the other. And like, I get it. Like, if you be like, I prefer realistic. You feel what I'm saying? I do a lot of times, but I love it like when it's like Juliana Payne, like, I'm going to go in here and get this person. it depends on the fighter. Like, it depends on, like from a Manon, I expect this. Like, I'm perfectly okay with Manon going out here and saying this because, like, that's her. If Pena goes out there, I'm expecting her to be like, I'm gonna kill this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on the fighter. Like, me, I interpret it as that's just her being her. That's her honest answer or whatever. I don't think she's scared of none of the fighters. I don't think she necessarily doubts herself personally. I don't think she does. I think she's just talking honestly. You feel me? I don't think it's a matter of her doubting herself. That's my interpretation. But I can see how it can be interpreted that way at the same time, based on the fact that she didn't specify UFC. She just said, what she said.
Yes, exactly. If you, again, BJ, I respect what you like, what you claim you're used to. These big mouths like
it ain't a claim.
It ain't a claim.
It ain't a claim. It ain't a claim. It's what I'm used to.
Yeah. All right. If what you used to, that's what you like. If that's what you like, okay, you prefer Manon to say something like that because she's in your triple threat. But to interpret, I just don't understand how you interpret what she actually said, or at least the English translation of what she actually said. I don't see how you interpret that in any other way than her saying, "I plan to finish her," and if I do finish her, yes, I'm answering the question.
There's an if. There should not be no. There should not be any if, ands, or buts about it. There were no
ifs. The question was if.
No. Any
so
other.
So she answered the literal question. The question was if you beat Caitlin. So she answered the question, if I beat Caitlin, X. That's what that's why I don't understand how you interpret it as how you take from that.
What I
that she somehow
I'm gonna tell you what I take from her.
That she somehow doubts her capabilities. I just don't get how you interpret that. Just because she like your girl's Pena who got her ass beat and Casey O'Neill.
They're 1-1.
I didn't even lump Jillian in that because Jillian, for all her strengths and weaknesses, she don't talk a lot of trash.
Yes, she does.
She does have confidence. I like her. I love her for that.
Yes,
but
she
don't talk trash. She don't talk a lot of trash.
Okay, let me say something. She talks a lot of trash on No Filter MMA, just like she called out Antonina Shevchenko for ducking. Y'all all of a sudden everybody came up with a motherfucking surgery story, which was some bullshit. Because a couple of months later she took a fight. That was some bullshit. That's why she's on the screen. That's why Jillian Robertson's on the screen. Because Jillian Robertson came on No Filter MMA and called out Antonina for ducking her. So it is what it. And in my book, Antonina ducked her. But to get back to what you said, what I look for is a kill switch. What I look for is a kill switch. Everybody that y'all see me fuck with, maybe except for Alexa Grasso, who, like I said, she's a puppy who's turning into a dog. You know what I'm saying? Alexa Grasso was my exception here in my quadruple threat. But check this out. What I look for is the kill switch. And the kill switch, to me, the fighters that have that kill switch are 100% confident in that kill switch. That's what you're saying. That's what I'm.
So you're saying you don't.
This is my closing thought. This is because I gotta shut this thing down. This is my closing thought. Okay. This is the No Filter MMA closing thought. Since all of you guys are in here listening, and I appreciate all of you guys for coming into to do a panel with me tonight. I appreciate all the people in the comments. I'm gonna let everybody have their closing thoughts, you know what I'm saying? But this is my closing thoughts, you know what I'm saying? What I look for when it's women's MMA, I look for the ones. For one, y'all know I like a grappler, you know what I'm saying? And it seems like the grapplers are the ones with the true kill switches. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones with the true kill switches. And I never have to worry about those fighters coming into a fight not confident in what they're gonna do. I never have to worry. I never have to question Carla Esparza. I never have to question Mackenzie Dern. I never question Tatiana Suarez. Never question McFarlane. Never question, you know what I'm saying, Robertson. Never question Casey O'Neill because and the newly minted No Filter MMA debutante which is Juliana Miller. I'm never going to question what it is that they come into that damn cage to do. I'm never, if you listen to any fucking interview that Juliana Miller or Jillian Robertson or any of those girls that I just named, any interview that they do, every time a microphone is put in front of their face, the words that come out of their mouth is, I am going to finish this fight. Whether they're fighting the champion, whether they're fighting the number 1 contender, whether they're fighting the number 9 ranked contender, whether they are fighting somebody that's not even ranked, it doesn't matter who is in front of them. I asked Jillian, since I want to talk about Jillian Robinson, I asked Jillian Robinson myself, Jillian, when back when flyweight was kind of scrambled up and there was no true ranking, like nobody had really, a lot of them hadn't really earned the ranking. I mean, Mara Romero Barella was ranked when I asked Jillian Robinson this question. I said, if they call you on short notice, Robertson, what are you going to do? She said, it doesn't matter who it is. I'm going to go finish the fight. Whether or not she'll do it is one thing. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody, listen, when Tyler Santos went into this fight with Valentina Shevchenko, what did Tyler Santos say? I'm going to finish the fight. What did Jennifer Maia say? I'm going to finish the fight. What did Jessica Andrade say? I'm going to finish the fight. What did she say? What did Andrade say before she fought Chookagian? I'm going to finish Chookagian, and then I'm going to finish Valentina Shevchenko. Listen, that is what I'm looking for. That's what No Filter MMA is looking for. And if you coming up any short of that, I got questions. It is what it is. And Manon came up short on that when they asked her that damn question. What are you going to do? Oh, if I finish her, yes, I want to fight for the title. But if I don't finish her, I need another fight. What kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's doo-doo caca. That's what that is. I don't want to hear that. 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 That's my closing thoughts. So at this point, right from until I see her fight, until I see Manon beat Chookagian and beat Valentina, I got questions and I got reservations. So you can call it what you want to call it. That's my closing arguments. Combo Breaker 99, please proceed with your closing arguments, Guru.
All right, man. Well, first of all, I gotta say, look, BJ, for one, look, I might disagree with you 1,000% on this topic, which I do, and I'm never going to change that. But shout out to BJ for always standing his ground and getting on here.
Yes, sir.
And you know, yeah, both you two, Brian, but I mean BJ too is just always letting us know what's on his mind and ain't trolling. He always willing to get on the mic. That go for you too, Brian, and
for sure.
You know, but my final thoughts on Manon, the whole situation. Look, I take it same way, man. I ain't changed nothing. I look at all fighters. You look at one spectrum, I look at all of them. I'm looking at the backgrounds. Yeah, wrestlers and grapplers, they might come with more of a reckless attitude because they like to take people down. Boxers, strikers, it's a gentleman's sport. They're going to think more technician, perfection. You know, they think before they speak. And that's what it's about. Action speak louder than words, man. Manon is about her action. You know, Caitlin Chookagian said, I'm going to finish her, but did she do it? Andrade said, I'm going to finish her, but did she do it? Tyler Santos said, I'm going to finish her, but did she do it? Right? None of them did it. So you can say it, but it's all about how you going to build your craft and your skill when it comes down to it. So, you know, Manon, I put her in the category of Weili. I'm not going to take everything she say, you know, is the heart. You know, Weili talk like a, you know, puppy, but she going in and whoop you behind all day. She'll kill it, right? But same can be said about Manon. She, you know, you like her voice. You say she got a sweet voice, right? But her actions are a different thing. So it's like you can't take what she's saying and translate that to what's going on in the fight because she's never looked like how she talks in there.
And she's never been in this type of situation either, though.
She's been in there with tough fights. You know,
she ain't been in there with these kind of tough fights.
It's just my thought. Like I said, this is how I say it. Everybody she went in there with was top level. The level she was on, Jennifer Maia was a good contest, and she approached them all, you know, with the dominant factor. And that's how she approached the Caitlin Chookagian fight. Fine. You know, if she won another fight, fine. Only if it's like a split decision. But If she 30-27 her, she need to move on and fight Valentina. That's it. But a duck, no way. Coward, no way. Still levels above Casey O'Neill, and I ended at that. See ya.
Two B's. Go ahead with your closing arguments, my friend.
My closing arguments. Ban the word can, ban the word duck, ban. No, I'm just playing. But everybody got their opinions. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. We here to discuss shit. You feel me? So, you know, I'm open to listening. I'm open to being wrong. I'm open to being right. You feel what I'm saying? Me personally, you know, I know that Combo is extremely high on Manon, and like I'm just excited to see what this fight look like. You feel me? I don't think nobody's like cowards here on either side, you know, especially Caitlyn. Manon's not, obviously. You feel what I'm saying? I just don't see it in any of the fighters really, like super duck and just scared. Like if we want to really play that card, I mean, I don't know. I just can't see it. It's hard for me personally because it's like they didn't have to even agree to the fight to begin with. So when like they pull out, it's like you could have just disagreed to the fight for whatever reason. You could have family stuff going on. You could have had a whole bunch of things. But when you sign to get in the, when you sign up for a date, you sign up to when you're gonna weigh in at this particular time. You feel me? And then turn around and then say, "Oh, I don't." That's even worse. Why would they do that? Makes no sense. You could get an injury and not agree to the fight. You could have disagreed before you even signed for the fight. You feel what I'm saying? The whole duck thing, it's like, for me, I don't put too much weight into like interviews in terms of evidence of like ducking, because at the end of the day, if I'm a fighter who ducks somebody and I don't want people to know it, when I go to an interview, it's not like I'm gonna necessarily confess it. And if I'm a fighter that got ducked or potentially didn't get ducked and I wanted to make it look like I got ducked, all I have to do is be like, yeah, they offered her team the fight, but she didn't take it. You know, all we have to go off of is people's words in interviews. And then, you know what I'm saying? If someone posts something, maybe we have something there, but it's like all of this shit is hearsay. It's not like we have text messages between the fighters and Dana texted and said, "Hey, Manon, you want this fight?" And then we have a text message of Manon saying, "Oh no, fuck that, I don't want that fight." Like, we don't have that shit. You feel me? So it's hard for me personally to invest so much into like who ducked who and who, you feel me? Me, it's like, okay, is the fight happening? Oh, it's not happening. Oh, this person pulled out. All right, fuck it. What's the next? You feel me? I don't invest too much time into it. I invest time into the interviews to learn more about the fighters, their personalities, see where their mental space is at too as well. But mainly just to see, you know, what they're thinking. Like get a feel of how they're gonna approach the fight, maybe if they got a strategy, whatever. But that's just my thought, is like, I personally don't think cowards of anybody. I don't doubt anyone's confidence. I don't invest into the like interviews for that. Me, I'm just trying to get to know the fighters better. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, y'all know I'm a huge fan of Amanda Ribas. I watch an Amanda Ribas interview to have a smile on my face. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I hear her talk and it's just like from ear to ear, I'm just like, that bubbly personality. It is what it is. I think she's cool as hell. But that's what I invest in the interviews for. I invest in them to enjoy getting to know the fighters. You feel me? So I don't think nobody's ducking. I don't think nobody's this, that, and the other. Combo, he's slick for sliding that in there. You know what I'm saying? I personally think maybe Manon got a few little, skills over her, whatever. But at the end of the day, until someone beats Valentina, it is what it is. That's my thoughts.
All right, Brian Williams, go ahead, man.
All right. Well, first of all, I'm gonna piggyback on what Combo said. I may never agree with you, PJ, but I always appreciate you. I appreciate the energy, the entertainment. I think I agree with you far more often than you think. It sometimes feel like you don't hear what I'm saying, but anyway, so I appreciate you having me on. Appreciate you sending the link out to let me get the smoke. But on the topic, it's hard to follow Two Beasts and have any emotion behind what I was previously saying. But so I'm gonna agree with Two Beasts. Yeah, man, it's hard to call these fighters who put their lives on the line every time they're in the octagon. It's hard to call them cowards or presume that they're ducking a fight. But from my last thoughts on the Manon interview, it's hard for me to see any like lack of confidence in her from what she actually said, or again, like I said, what the English translation of what she actually said. I have no problems viewing her as confidently as I've always viewed her, because this ain't the first time that we've heard this kind of talk out of Manon. We've heard this kind of talk out of Manon in every fight that she hasn't finished. She's been upset with herself for not finishing the fight. So this sounds like par for the course for this particular fighter. And no, she don't talk all the trash that, say, Juliana Pena or, someone else might talk. But this is consistent for who she is, who we've seen her to be as a fighter, as a professional. She's a perfectionist. She expects nothing less than to go out and dominate and finish a fight. And so she's always disappointed when she doesn't. So I take what she actually said in that vein rather than taking it as some kind of predictor of her confidence level in a proposed fight with either Chookagian or Valentina. But again, man, that's my closing thoughts on that issue. I appreciate you having me on, man. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
Sir,
and
yes, sir. Well, I appreciate you guys.
To share a line with you Giants.
No, man. We just fans. Huge, that's all, bro. We're just fans. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming on. I'm gonna go ahead and say, close this thing down. But shout out to Brian Williams and Two Beasts for actually taking links and wanting to spend their time on here arguing with me or thinking, or listening to me rant and go on and on. It's a fun time, guys, and I always appreciate you guys coming on for sure.
Thanks, you too. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, guys. Hey, until the next time, my friends.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Peace out. Thanks, chat.
Yes, sir. We'll holler at you boys later.
All right.
All right. There it is. There it is right there. Who was that said that comment? There's a comment I saw. It was from Ephraim Gonzalez. Good show, fellas. You guys actually got a lot of juice out of that topic. LOL. Yeah, we did. That's how it goes down on No Filter MMA, guys. As you can see, the visual has changed. You know what I'm saying? The visuals have changed. And I had to eliminate and put only the killers. You know what I'm saying? In on the big pictures. Manon, I got a question mark over Manon right now, and I have to end it with that. You know what I'm saying? I have to end it with that. I have two fighters that I'm now kind of like in my quadruple threat. I'm just like, and neither one of them is Alexa Grasso. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You call it what it is. Combo said the beast is the real beast. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Ulysses Great Smoke Show. Yes, it's been a great show. Been a great show, guys. This is one of the best. This is one of the most fun episodes I think I've ever done, because it was just opinions flying everywhere. It was fireworks. It was emotions. It was, debating. And that's how you do it, guys. That's how you do it. Now, I may, use profanity, but it's all in respect. We're men. You know what I'm saying? We're animated. I'm sure if my girl Genesis Green was on here, she'd be MFing me to death. Y'all, we gotta smoke Genesis Green back out. Like, we need Genesis Green back on the circuit. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. Combo said, I was sweating. I ain't gonna. I was sweating too, bro. You know, I was sweating too. You know, because and that shows that we passionate about this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and we're passionate about what we talk about. You know what I'm saying? And think about it, guys. All of us are here because we love women's MMA. We love women's MMA. You know what I'm saying? And for women's MMA to be perceived the way it's perceived, you know what I'm saying? Like the way it's perceived by the MMA mass is actually kind of baffling to me, because this is good shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's always something to talk about. There's always something to debate about. There's always something to go on and on and on about. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, this was fun. This was fun. I got to get off of here. Don't ever say I don't bring y'all no content, because, I mean, here you go. Yeah, but shout out to everybody in the comment section. There's too many to name, but I will definitely be listening to this episode in every break I get for the next couple of days. So I watch it from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to wrap it up, you know what I'm saying, there's something that I look for. There's something that I look for that translates to what I'm trying to say is the fighters that I like have a way of getting me hype. You know what I'm saying? They get me hype by feeling that like I can feel Jillian Robertson's confidence through the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like when she's saying what she's saying, there's nothing that can make me not believe what she's saying. That's why it sucks so bad when you see them lose, because you just knew they were gonna win. Carla Esparza, never doubted her. Juliana Pena, never doubted her. Casey O'Neill, never doubted her. Juliana, I could smell Juliana Miller's confidence before I even watched an episode of The Ultimate Fighter. I knew it was either going to be her or Claire Guthrie. The rest of those girls, it did not register to me that they really wanted it as bad as Miller did. And what did Juliana Miller show us? She showed us, and she backed it up. You know what I'm saying? But first, what did she do? But what was the first thing she did? The first thing she did was let us know what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what the fuck was going on, is that she was going to come in there and win the show. So I can't argue with it. So anyways, guys, this is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like. Hit that dislike if you didn't give a damn about what we was talking about. But if you haven't already, guys, hit that subscribe button. And your boy is out.